right. Live from the yarn room. All right. Let's just set everything up. Actually, you know what? We're going to use a different tripod because this one's been giving me trouble. Ba-boom. Because I am vlogging at the same time as I am crocheting. Let's see. Hang on. And mic now for my vlogs. And then if I want to do that, more POV shots. Okay, there. All right. All right. So I accidentally thought I had more of the neon pink ear warmers than I did. And I know I said I didn't feel like crocheting ear warmers, but I accidentally stocked it on my website without having it. So we're going to make it first real fast. Okay. So yeah, we're going to make an ear warmer first, and then we're going to do coasters. Because, yeah. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. Hit that subscribe button. Happy Easter to those who celebrate today. I hope you found lots of eggs full of candy and eat lots of good food. There you go. right. This is a trick for weaving in your ends, not needing to spend a lot of time on it. Make the crochet hook do the work for you. Very windy day today. All right, 2 rows of this down. 9 more to go. And then we can get to making flowers. slow afternoon. Just starting out. Good Lord, that wind. I mean, I basically live in a wind tunnel. This ear warmer is just blazing along, and then we'll be done soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 11. 5 rows left. And then we can get to making some pretty spring flowers and all that great stuff. You're so pretty. Thank you. I may have to go close that window. The wind is kind of crazy, making it cold in here. So this yarn is so squeaky. And I don't know why. All right, chat. I'll be 2 seconds. I gotta go shut the window in the bathroom because it's cold. Just wanted some fresh air, didn't want to freeze. Yet, Pennsylvania continues to do its thing. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Wait, do I do 11 or 13? I do 13, not 11. It's been a hot minute since I've made an ear warmer, so I do 11 rows of linen stitch, but 13 rows total because I line it with single crochet of just straight single crochet, because there you have it. All right, we're almost done with this ear warmer, and then we can get to flowers. And we'll make some flower coasters and all that good stuff, because I need to restock those on my shop. And I'm not going to bother sewing this up right now. Just want it made because I miscounted things when I was updating my website earlier. So now I need to make the count accurate. Two more rows, and then one round, and then done. All right, here we go. Last row. And this is just a row of single crochet, and then I go around with another row of single crochet just to give it a nice base to sew on. Quiet afternoon today. Hi, Gracie. Happy Easter, Chris. Happy Easter. Yep, it's a lovely Easter Sunday today, if you don't mind the wind, because I live in a wind tunnel. My parents are coming over for dinner. What's for dinner do you do? Yeah, I am making chicken and dumplings. I'm using a recipe I found on TikTok a while ago that my dad really likes. And he specially requested that if they came for Easter dinner, I make my chicken and dumplings. So I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, instead of regular biscuit dough, I use the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix, which makes it really good. Yeah. And my dad's making bread today to bring, and my mom is going to make a chocolate cream pie. So I'm very excited. Not excited for all the dishes I'm gonna have to do afterwards because I do not yet have a dishwasher. It's one thing I do miss about living at home with my parents, all the appliances they have that made my life easier. But alas. Guest pay the maid, put that in the disclaimer. Yeah. Usually when my parents come over, I'm able to con my mom into doing the dishes for me. Because every time my parents come over, my dad has some project he wants to work on in my house. As soon as we're done eating, and then I'm like, oh, I'll help. Hey, Mom, can you do the dishes? And it's either do the dishes or help my dad do whatever. So Mom's like, I'll do the dishes, because teamwork. Yeah, because helping my dad with house projects. That's why I say no one can hurt my feelings. I used to hold the flashlight for my dad. You can't hurt my feelings. Yeah, there's currently a shelf in my basement that he wants to take and put in my shed instead. So that's the after dinner project tonight. So it turns out the shelf that I wanted to put in the basement that I have down there, I can't fully build it because the ceiling's too short. Forgot about that. Because, like, I'm only 5'2" and I have to crouch to get into my basement. So the shelves are going to go into the shed instead. That's what's good about a significant other. Yeah, but then I'd have to have a whole other person in my house. I'm like, ew, no. I guess it's because my freshman year of college was the only time I ever actually had a roommate, and she was nuts, and that just kind of put me off the idea of living with another human forever. So I actually lived alone all through college in a single dorm. Because she attacked me, and I was like, alright, university, in exchange for me not suing you, you're gonna give me a single dorm. Because I had been saying, hey, this chick is nuts, get me out of here. And they just like, oh, have a mediation. I'm like, you can't mediate with a crazy person. So I ended up getting a single dorm for the whole time I was in college. I mean, it was a glorified broom closet, but I didn't have to share it with anybody. No, living with other people is not easy. My only real roommate experience was that traumatizing, so I think I did this wrong. But we're just gonna go for it anyway. It feels too big. But we're just gonna go for it anyway, because I'm literally that many stitches from being done. So. Yeah, no, yeah, my yarn, this skein is super squeaky, but literally last stitch right here, done. Now I don't gotta deal with it. There, alright, we got part of an ear warmer. But I don't feel like dealing with that yet, so yeet that over there. Just gonna ball this up super quick, and then we'll get to making. Oops, I yeeted that over there and forgot to record a clip for the vlog. Oops. Whatever. Oh, I got a new toy yesterday for my vlogs. I have an actual mic now. So hopefully the audio quality will be a lot better. Less echoey. That was on sale for $9. Plugs right into my phone. And I was like, yeah, it's a lot easier than trying to edit the echo out in DaVinci Resolve. So we're just gonna do that instead. We're gonna ball up this very vibrant pink. Yeah. Well, that one's hooked to my phone. My tablet audio is a lot better than the phone audio. I don't have anything plugged into the tablet. This is plugged into my phone for vlogging purposes. Yeah, it was on Amazon. It was a plug and play one, Bluetooth. I like it because it's a lightning dongle that you plug into the phone, like right here. But there's a spot there so that if you have to charge your phone, you can still charge your phone and use the audio at the same time, which I really like. Yeah, no. It's a lightning dongle, so lightning plug-in. But the tablet audio I've never really had any problems with it. There's the phone audio. Yeah. So, but it's also cool because it's a USB-C plug that I could put in to charge my phone. And I have a lot more USB-C cables than I do lightning cables laying around. My dad works with tech. I inherited a box of random cables. A lot of them are USB-C, so I can use it as an adapter. Because the adapter I did have broke, so. Haha! This is almost fully rolled up, and then we will get to some flowers. Yeah, I have a box of adapters on every floor of my house. And cables. Not adapters. I have a box of cables on every floor in my house, so if I need one, I'll find one. I've got all kinds. Alright, that's rolled up. Finished the ear warmer. Now we can move on to flowers. Ba-doo. Yeah, it does have a clip, but I can't keep it next to me when I'm filming like just random footage, because then you can hear me. I don't know why I'm such a loud breather, but okay. All right, let's get on to some sunflower coasters. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Anyway, if you're just joining, thank you. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. Hit that subscribe button. Happy Easter. Okay, no, this is going to be a coaster. One on my hat. Thank you. No, these are going to be coasters. I'm kind of just restocking the things that are low in my shop. Oh, shoot. That's a problem. I can't. I have to. That will not hold. I haven't had that happen in a while. Yikes. I'll chop it up and offer it to the birds since this is 100% cotton. Got a lot of birds outside. You can give them if it's less than an inch, yeah, frog time. Haven't had that happen in a while. Well, I don't know sometimes I don't realize my own strength, so even, like, this is fine. It's just I've got such upper body strength. Yes, luckily. No, I forget my own strength sometimes. Like, I have literally ripped a cabinet off of hinges before. Because, growing up, my parents had the old 90s style child safety locks, which is basically you just brute force it open. Yeah. So, but they just kept them on all these years at home, even though my brother and I are both out of the house and we're not even young adults anymore. But they still have those old 90s style child safety locks on. And one day I was home and I was bending down to go under the sink to get the dishwasher detergent, and I literally just ripped the door right off. I was like, Mom. I don't think you can just screw that one back on. Five, six, 10. Yeah. Well, that and my cat Zuzu, they were going to take them off, but my cat Zuzu knows how to open cabinets, so it's good to keep those on there. Yeah, I just got some child safety locks in the mail yesterday because my plumbing access basically is like, I have a plumbing access in the middle of the wall, and it's basically a little cabinet door, and it just opens up to the pipes. And I got some child safety locks because the cats are gonna come stay with me for a while. And if I don't child safety lock all the plumbing accesses, Zeus gonna open it up and go right up. So. Because, yeah, she just opens cabinet doors and goes inside. If you can't find her, I open a random cabinet and she's just chilling in there. So. Yeah, I also want to have one for my one closet because it doesn't have a door latch because this house is like 200 years old and it's original to the house. And it randomly bangs open. So, just put a safety lock on it to make it stay closed. Yeah, it's just basically the same. I just bought a giant pack of the same kind that I use in my classroom. It's basically like an extra fancy latch. Oh. Get these coasters made. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. Hit that subscribe button. Hang out, chat for a while. Make it coasters for now. Wind is going once again. At that point. Excuse me. Hi, Tracy. Welcome to the live. There we go. Okay, let's get that end woven in. Crocheting today. Right now I am making a sunflower coaster to restock my shop with. Don't know if we'll make another one when I'm finished with this. We might make another kind of coaster. That's kind of the plan for right now, is just getting some coasters made. Because beautiful, thank you. Because coasters are surprisingly one of my best sellers. And I'm running low. And I'm getting back into the routine this week. And my week off for surgery and everything. Now we're getting back into the routine, filming more, restocking the website. Restock some little things and then make more big things and just, yeah. Try and get back into my filming schedule. I gotta get some tutorials out. I'm way behind on tutorials. I know I definitely want to do a tutorial for my circle scrubbies and one for my bandanas. And oh my, there's a bug on the ceiling. Small Pine Crafts, right? Yes. Smallpinecrafts.square.site. It's my online shop. Oh yeah, there you go. Square looks good, but not fond of the facial recognition step. What? Why does it want you to do facial recognition? Get a lot of people buying from your shop. In person, mostly. I do a lot of in-person sales, like at craft shows and stuff, or people at work. To set up an account, that's weird. I didn't have to do facial recognition to set up my account. I refuse to do facial recognition for anything. ID required and selfie. That's new. That's new. I don't like that. No, but I don't really get a ton of online orders or shipping yet. Just because it's entire, I have to direct my own traffic to the website. It's not like a marketplace where you can find things. It's not like Amazon or Etsy, so I have to direct all traffic to my own website. But I do a fair bit of in-person sales when I do craft shows and stuff. Yeah, selfie and ID, that's new for making a Square account. Yeah, I just had to give them some banking information so that I could get funds. That's all I had to do. But yeah, I refuse to do any kinds of biometrics for anything online. Like, I don't use Face ID on my phone. Up to that point, then I'm like, oh, what? Yeah. It's Square, right? Not Squarespace. Because I know Squarespace, well, they have their own platform, but they cost money, whereas Square was free. So I was like, yep, I'll use that. So I was already using Square for doing craft shows when I set my online shop up. So just use the free plan. Comes the free shop. Don't all the other final stuff I'm ready finally. Yeah, they're like, oh, by the way, give us your data. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, screw that then. Yeah, I'd rather pay the Etsy fees than do biometrics. I also don't like biometrics because, at least in the United States, I don't know how it is in other countries, but at least in the United States, it's not protected under the 4th and 5th Amendment. So the government does not need a warrant to access anything through biometrics. And I'm like, absolutely not. No, get a warrant. Whereas just regular passwords, you need a warrant for that, so. Finished one. Get on my weird political soapbox here. Yeah. Like, that's the big thing. Like, if the police are trying to seize your phone and you have Face ID, they can force it without a warrant. Whereas if it's just a password, they need a warrant. Biometrics, they can backdoor their way in. Everything else, nope, get a warrant. It is funny talking about this because the welcome mat I have outside my front door says, come back with a warrant. Think about your social and I take like Robden said. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's asking for trouble. Six. A few years ago when I set everything up through Square, so. Which is funny too, because when people buy stuff from my website, I don't see anything about their financial information. I just see if you use like Visa, MasterCard, like that's the only information I get, is if it was credit, debit, Afterpay, because I do take a PayPal. And then if you use like a card, I'd be like, oh, the Visa or MasterCard or Discover or whatever it takes. I take everything. Like, it doesn't even give me any digits, so I just get an address, name, and then like 48 hours later, the money shows up in my bank account. Yeah, it looks like the perfect service up till then. Yeah. At least you don't need a Square account to buy things. James Zinner. Hello, James. Welcome. But yeah. Do you remember from yesterday? Vaguely, yes. Vaguely. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, no. I mean, Square was the perfect service when I first signed up. I'm probably grandfathered in because I was just logged in earlier, updating everything, and it was, yeah. Well, now I have beef about biometrics, but my only beef with them today was that they changed the layout of how you add inventory in on the web application. I'm like, where did you move all the settings? What are you making? I am making a sunflower coaster right now. Making a sunflower coaster and complaining about technology. Because I'm actually old. Yeah, there are several things where I am definitely with the boomers on this one. I don't want to scan a QR code for a menu. Just give me the restaurant menu. Process of making a blanket. That's really nice. Blankets are fun. A ruffle hat. Pretty. Ruffle hats. Ruffle hats. Always fun. I have one kind of ruffle hat in my shop. It looks like a sunflower. I like sunflowers. I have a spot in my yard ready to go when it finally is warm enough to plant some. I've got a spot ready to grow some pretty flowers, but weather just does not want to cooperate. I like lilies. They just kind of scare me because I've always had cats growing up, and they're highly toxic to cats. Now, my favorite kind of flowers, though, are fake flowers. Then I can't accidentally kill them. Because I'm terrible at keeping houseplants alive. There we go. All right. I love these coasters. They come up so quickly. The problem is I can't sit and binge make them because the cotton yarn starts to hurt my hands after a while. Because this is lily sugar and cream and there is no give to it whatsoever. It's very hardy. Great for hard wearing projects. Big garden or a small garden? I have no garden right now. I have a very small yard. My entire property is like less than 3,000 square feet. But I'm planning on it being just a small garden. I'm going to fill it with some flowers for pollinators. I want to try and turn the majority of my yard into a native wildlife habitat for like birds and insects and bees and everything. Because then I don't have to mow it. Well, I don't have to mow anything out here. Back when I was living with my parents, the township was like, your yard has to be a certain amount unless you could get it declared a native wildlife habitat. Which I was trying to do last summer. Because I'm like, government's not telling me what I can and can't do at my own lawn. But where I moved out here, there's like, mow your lawn. Who cares? Nobody's got time for that. So I'm going to try and turn it into a pollinator garden. Okay. Okay, let's make these petals now. There we go. Tablet letting me know, oh, this item in this tablet game you've been playing has recharged. So I've been playing this new tablet game. It's called Flambe or something. But I gotta be really careful playing it because it's got a lot of microtransactions and deep lore drop. I used to have a gambling problem. So I have to be very careful when I do play games like that. Don't want to slip back into old habits. But aside from that, it's fun. It's a puzzle. I like puzzle games. Back to work this week? Yup. I went back to work Friday, though it was a light duty day since we only had a couple kids. But I'm back into the full swing of things tomorrow. Which will be nice, because apparently there was just so many shenanigans starting the afternoon after I left. They basically just fell apart. So I got back Friday, and my boss, who is also my neighbor, by the way, came up and hugged me. She knows I don't like being touched, so the fact that she needed to hug me was like, oh no. And she was like, you're never allowed to leave again. And I was like, oh, crap, what happened? So. It's like, I was gone for 5 working days. And the only thing that didn't happen was a meteor strike. Okay, we're almost done with this. Yep. Tomorrow, I'm back to full work day. Which, it'll be nice, because I'll be back at work, which means I'll be making money again. But it's gonna suck, because back to commuting. RIP my RIP my car and my wallet, because gas prices. Your working times? I work 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock ish, generally. So, oh my goodness, I'm suddenly so tired. Anyway, yay, we have another. Put this back on so I can do some talking for my vlog. Right, I've made 2 sunflowers so far on live, and now I think I'm going to pause on sunflowers, and I'm going to make some black-eyed Susans. We're going to pause on sunflowers. We're going to make some black-eyed Susans. I really need to rewind this up. Might do that later this afternoon. So after work, do you work and crochet? Usually, yeah. Yeah, that's the routine. Alright, we're just gonna go from the outside then, because I don't feel like sitting there trying to find the center pole. Usually I bring a project with me that I work on during my lunch break or when the kids are sleeping. Like small things. Then I usually get home and I just go straight to making dinner as soon as I get home. Since it's about a half hour, 45-minute drive. And then once I'm done with that, I sit down to crochet, try filming. I don't usually typically do a lot of vlogging during the week. It's more limited to weekends. I used to be able to vlog a lot during the day, but that's back when I lived less than a mile from my job. Now I live 20 miles from my job, on top of a mountain. Lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. Okay, did it. There we go. Right, working with black yarn, but luckily for the Black Eyed Susan coasters, it's just 2 rows. So that's why you can't see what I'm working with, because I'm working with black yarn and I'm wearing black because, yeah. I'm not a puppet. Okay, and is woven in. Now we just go all the way around. No, I'm not a puppet. And if you're going to be weird, you can go in timeout. No, I said no several times. Timeout. Yes, I do find crochet very relaxing. Sorry, I was dealing with a weirdo there. But yeah, I find crochet pretty relaxing. It's great to unwind after a long day. Great for keeping my hands busy. Wait. Keeping my mind busy. very relaxing. Nothing really better than just finding something to put on TV. And then a nice mindless project with a simple pattern repeat, and then just go to town. Especially after a really long day. Probably why I like making shawls and sweaters and stuff. It's not just a rectangle. It's not just like a big square, but relax. It's been a while since I've had any weirdos in my chat like that. Okay. Okay. Alright, we may do one more Black-Eyed Susan coaster after that, and then we're gonna have to switch to a different yarn project because this Lily Sugar and Cream is starting to tear my hands up. Enjoy your week. Nice chatting to you again. Yeah, nice chatting to you too again, Tracy. I know I'll be live again next Sunday afternoon, maybe sometime during the week, I don't know. It depends on how well the kids behave and stress me out. Yeah, it was nice chatting again. See you next Sunday or in the week. Yep, just hit the bell icon. Okay, one. There we go. Alright, now it's time for the petals. It's not hurting too bad, so I think we could get one more Black-Eyed Susan coaster out before we gotta change yarns. It's the combination of the small hook and the Lily Sugar and Cream. Stiff yarn plus small hook equals ouch. That's a math equation I can figure out. I'm very bad at math. Not my strong suit. And people that are like, how do you do crochet designing and stuff if you're bad at math? Easy. Get my brother to do the math for me. Alright, that is one Black-Eyed Susan done. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And I'm gonna do one more. I think that'll be my limit. And then we'll switch to a different kind of yarn with a different project, because Lily Sugar and Cream hurts. It's beautiful, but it hurts. Probably switch to my other colorful flowers, because that is Premier Home Cotton, and that one has a polyester element, so it's not as stiff and has a little bit of give to it. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Go. Okay. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen. If you like the live, hit that subscribe button. All that good stuff. Been live for almost 2 hours now. Making a pretty black-eyed Susan coaster. we go. Two. That. Okay, to the petals. I'm done with this. Whoop, whoop. Mistake there. Put the half double in the wrong cluster. It sounded like a mail truck, but there's no way there's mail today. It's Easter and Sunday. All right. We've got 2 Black-Eyed Susan coasters. One second, chat. I'm gonna grab something. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Oh no, come on. I need to get like a real stand or something for this. It's ridiculous the amount of times it keeps falling over. Okay, so cotton yarn is bugging my hands, so we're gonna make another ear warmer. Because acrylic has lots of stretch to it and will not bother my hands. Untangled up. Okay. So let me quickly ball this up. And then I am just going to quickly grab an ear warmer I've already made out of inventory because I cannot for the life of me remember if it's 11 rows or 13 rows. I know I made that one with 13 rows, but I just want to be doubly sure. I'm 95% sure it's 13 rows. One sec. BRB chat. I was right. It's 13 rows. So. All right, so cotton yarn is starting to bother my hands, so we're going to make another ear warmer. I do need more ear warmers in this color, so let's get going with that. And we're going to use up this scrap of it before we grab the skein I have of this yellow. So, woohoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay. I am very tired suddenly. It's about 3 o'clock, right? Yep, it's a little after 3. And my parents are going to come soon, so I'll probably jump off of live in a little bit. We'll see. I don't know. Here's that. Oh, goodness. That's all right. Hi. Yep, I remember. I recognize you from yesterday. Yeah, the color is right. Actually can't see chat very well from that far back, so I'm going to have to lean forward. Right. Now you back? That's good. Welcome back. Been live for about 2 hours now, so if you haven't liked yet, you should do so. Working on this ear warmer for a little bit. I think when we finish it, we'll jump off of live because my parents are going to be here soon for Easter. So you crocheting. Right now I am crocheting a ear warmer. An ear warmer. A lid for a cup. That's cool. Yeah, I'm making an ear warmer right now. One of those braided ear warmers that are so popular. People usually make those on knitting machines, but I like to crochet them. I don't own a knitting machine. Yarn chicken, oh boy. Yeah, I'm using up some scraps of this color right now, but I do have a skein of this color. Your yarn is so small. This is a 4-weight yarn worsted. Your standard yarn weight. Where'd you buy it from? I got this one at Michael's a while ago. Back last summer, I believe. The heart cherry for your friend. That's cute. Oh, sorry, chat. I'm suddenly very dizzy. Only done the leaf so far. Better get cracking on everything else. Probably just need to eat something. That's what's wrong. Too lazy. Well, I'll be right back, chat. I'm suddenly very dizzy. I think I just need to eat something real quick, so let me go grab. Your students know about your channel? They do, yeah. I will be right back. I have to grab something real quick. Back. Need to get some emergency snack. Very suddenly, very dizzy and shaky means I need to eat something. Is your whole school know? Yeah. It's a very small school, so yeah, they know. Everybody knows about the channel. I mean, I usually crochet something for each of my kids for their birthday. And I include a card with the washing information. Do they like it? I think so. Fairly certain. I usually include a card with the washing information, and that has my business name and channel and everything on it, so. Might come back. Okay, that's fine. Probably gonna get off of live soon. My hands are really shaking for some reason. It's actually getting kind of hard to crochet because they're shaking. I think I'm just hungry is the problem. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, so that's usually why. So, yeah. You're just about to have dinner? Yeah, my parents are going to come over for dinner soon enough. 8 p.m. Yeah, it's a little after 3 here. Okay. Alright, we are past the 2-hour mark. I'm actually going to have to jump off of live now. My hands are shaking too much to be able to crochet. So, see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, yeah. So, I'm going to jump off because I got to go eat something. Don't worry, I'm fine health-wise. I need to eat something, so. Thanks for coming. I'll see y'all next time I go live. If I don't go live sometime during the week, I'll probably go live. I'll be live next Sunday, so. Excuse me. Yeah, I need to go eat. So thank you all for coming. Bye. Yes, I want to stop stream.